Welcome to the Packing from Storage Source tutorial. We're going to log in here. And first thing, we're going to go into our settings and our locations. And I've already created the first part of this. We have our packing shed, our warehouse. And in there, we have to create a source. Now, this is a storage source. It is not your storage shed. We have to make sure type is storage, and also we do not want to track weight in here. You will do that in your actual storage facility. So remember the storage source. So click the green plus, and then we're going to go into our production lines. We need to assign this storage source to a production line. We're going to pick the potato line. So we're going to click the plus sign in the far right. And now we just created that storage. So we're going to attach that, 100% of that. Click the plus, and now that storage source is tied to our packing shed. And so we're going to go into storages, and I'm going to pick any storage. Now this is actually where your product is stored, and you'll see there's nothing in here, and we're going to set a capacity for this. And then we're going to go over into our receiving board, and we have to receive into our storage shed. So we've created a capacity, which means there's nothing in it, it's empty. You can do this one at a time, each truckload, or you can just go in and select your field or your lot. We have a grower name assigned to it, and it's coming in from the field to our storage. And that's our commodity going in. And so we're just going to do a bulk weight amount. And our heavyweight, we don't want to have to go and create one of these for every single truckload. So now we're going to show an example here. We can go into our storages. And this is atomic storage. And you'll see now that we received that in from the field. And so now we also have, we can show that it's how full it is. I'm going to do one thing here real quick. Go into my user settings, and we need to make sure for this to populate correctly. We're going to go into source locations. I need to make sure my packing shed is selected under my name or whatever user you are under. Click the plus sign to add that. And now when we go into the source board, now at the bottom you'll see storage sources are now populating in there, and there's storage source there to the left. And now we need to add the storage lot. So that's the seller or the facility that's storing the product from the field. And we're going to do this Atomic City storage is now tied to that. And now we need to go into our production board and into our line that we want this storage source to go into. And it's on our potato line. We need to go and add a few products. We're gonna put in here a few of these things as an example of some of the pallet tags. But as you're making these units and producing them, they're now going to be pulling directly from that storage source. And we'll go in here and show how this all flows. So we're going to go into our reports and storages. And something a lot of people forget to do, when you go back in there, you've got to go back to your filters and you need to refresh. So it does remember the previous filter that you used, and as a result, we need to go back and refresh that. Now that's going to populate, and that shows how much we have left, the available pounds. We also have the 6,700 pounds in our packed inventory, so what we have produced. And then it shows us the difference of what is available and how full that the storage source is, and it's now down close to 75%. And that concludes packing from a storage source.